Callum Hudson-Odoi has once again declined to play for the England under-21s. He snubs an opportunity to play for them in the upcoming international break after he wasn't called up for the senior team of the England team. We'll be speaking about Thomas Tuchel and of course his press conference for tomorrow's game against Burnley at home. Very disappointed with something I will be addressing a bit later on in this video. We'll be giving you guys an injury update as well, who's available for selection for tomorrow afternoon, and of course how long they're going to be out for, likes of Lukaku, Kovacic, etc. and Werner. And finally we'll be discussing Trevor Chalobah's new contract extension. It's been confirmed. Trevor Chalobah has signed a 5-year extension with Chelsea. We'll be speaking about that as well. But before I do get into all of it, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and comment down below your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. But without further ado, let's get straight into this news day. And of course, starting off with the Callum Hudson-Odoi news broken by Matt Law himself, Tier 1 Chelsea journalist. Written by the Telegraph, Callum Hudson-Odoi again declined to play for the England under-21s. Southgate has confirmed that he would like him to be with the under-21s. He feels he would be best served staking a case for the team with Chelsea. I think he has a better chance of impressing us if he is with the under-21s as well, quite frankly. Again, that's what Gareth Southgate had to say. If Hudson-Odoi doesn't represent England before November 2022, he could represent Ghana at the World Cup. Again, this is quite concerning for the England international team. And I know it's going to sound quite biased because I am a Chelsea fan myself. I am a massive Callum Hudson-Odoi fan myself. But if Callum Hudson-Odoi does switch alliance and actually plays for Ghana, I would be very concerned. I'll be very upset because that means England would be losing one of their best talents in the future. I think Callum Hudson-Odoi has the highest ceiling, the highest potential in the England team in terms of talent. The flair, the quality, the technical ability that he brings to the England team that Sancho doesn't possess, that Sterling doesn't possess, that Calvin Phillips or none of these players can possess. Callum Hudson-Odoi provides the creativity that we desperately need. He provides the creativity that we desperately require. He brings goals, assists. His efficiency and output is also increasing ever since Thomas Tuchel's come in. He's hungry. He wants to represent his national team as well. So for me, if he doesn't represent us soon, I think personally he will switch alliances. And again, listen, I agree with him completely. Why should he play with the under-21s? I think it's completely disrespectful. The level that Callum is at right now, what he's produced in the last few games. Yes, I'm not angry that he hasn't been called up, but the fact that he's getting stick for snubbing the under-21s for me is disgraceful because For me, Callum Hudson-Odoi personally is way too good for the under-21s. He should be one of our starting players in the actual England senior team, full stop. And it is quite biased because, you know, I'm a Chelsea fan, but I watch him week in, week out. And I think eventually he'll have to force himself into that England team. But I think Gareth Southgate is doing him an injustice by commenting and stating that, you know, oh, he should be playing for the under-21s. How many players have been called up so far based on prestige, based on name, not based on merit or form? Because Callum Hudson-Odoi gets into that team on form, in my personal opinion. So I think it is a bit of a farce. And I completely agree with Callum in his reasoning as to why he snubbed the England under-21s. But what do you guys think? Hopefully, fingers crossed, he doesn't switch alliances to Ghana. As an England fan myself, I want to see Callum representing England. I want to see Callum ripping it up on the national stage for England, of course, and when there's some major trophies, hopefully, in the near future. But what do you guys think? Leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. But let's delve into Thomas Tuchel's press conference. Thomas Tuchel says everything is okay with Mason Mount. Mason Mount was ill against Newcastle last weekend, hence why he wasn't featuring. He says that Trevor Chalobah is living his dream. He says it's not difficult to follow Gallagher because he's standing out every match day. He's stating that Gallagher is standing out every single match day on a consistent basis. You could wake him up at 4 AM and he'll start running and sprinting and winning duels. Tuchel says this is a very united group. He then went on to say that Alonso will be out injured tomorrow. And then he was asked, and this is why I was a bit concerned. I know it's a bit of a joke, but Tuchel was asked on whether he would manage Tottenham Hotspur in the future. And Tuchel laughs at that proposition. Now, that's a good thing. He should be laughing because, in my personal opinion, Thomas Tuchel is a Chelsea legend. And if he's not already a legend, he will become a legend soon and become potentially our greatest ever manager. But I never want to see Thomas Tuchel managing Spurs. And the fact that he's laughing and he hasn't ruled it out is a bit concerning to me. He's only said that he's in a happy place at Chelsea. He never said no. He never ruled it out. For me, that's concerning because, you know, to be honest, it doesn't really mean anything. I mean, Jose Mourinho said that he would never manage Spurs when he was at Chelsea. He went on to manage Spurs. He was our greatest ever manager. He kind of tarnished his legacy at Chelsea. Then you got Antonio Conte. In 2017, he came out and said that winning at Chelsea is an expectation. For Tottenham Hotspur, it's a hope. Again, stating that Tottenham are not as superior, they're not as gargantuan as a football club like Chelsea, and of course that is facts. But then Antonio Conte is now currently Tottenham Hotspur's manager, so in life you can never rule out anything, nothing's impossible. So I guess even if he said no, it wouldn't 100% mean he wouldn't, and he actually has confirmed that he is a Tottenham Hotspur fan himself years ago because he liked the name. So again, I wouldn't rule it out, but just hopefully, you know, if he's here at Chelsea long enough, he'll understand the DNA, the unity of the fan base, the unity of the club, and he'll never go on to manage Tottenham Hotspur, hopefully. But in terms of injury updates, Marcos Alonso is out injured tomorrow. Timo Werner, as we know, is still out injured. He will be out until after the international break. Romelu Lukaku again has been ruled out until after the international break. Has not been called off for Belgium, so it gives him a longer recovery time, which is of course fantastic. Mateo Kovacic picked up a hamstring injury last weekend, so he's unavailable for selection, and because of his hamstring injury, that rules him out during the international break. So maybe, if not the first game back after the international break, or maybe the second game, you should see Kovacic back into the lineup. Mason Mount is available, not 100% due to his illness, and Pulisic is now 100% fit, raring to go against Burnley. So, and of course he has been picked by the American national team. So again, that is pretty much summarising Thomas Tuchel's press conference and giving you guys an injury update ahead of tomorrow's game against Burnley at home. I will be at the game as well, so looking forward to that. Hopefully it should be a good one. But let's move on to Trevor Chalobah now. Now, Trevor Chalobah yesterday was confirmed officially by the Chelsea admin, Twitter, all social media pages, and there was pictures of Trevor Chalobah has officially signed a new 4.5-year contract. Confirmed by Fabrizio Romano himself, Trevor Chalobah extends his contract with Chelsea for the next 4.5 years. Agreement confirmed and completed, and his salary has officially been increased. Tuchel on Chalobah's contract renewal. He can achieve what he wants if he stays humble and hungry at the same time. That's what he is doing, and he's fully focused and in the right place to achieve his dreams. That was Thomas Tuchel on him. Chelsea, of course, have announced that Trevor Chalobah signed it. And Trevor Chalobah had something to say. He said that it's quite surreal. It's a dream for me to sign a new long-term contract for my boyhood club, and hopefully the dream continues. And listen, the story for Trevor Chalobah has been nothing short of superb. You know, he wasn't really, a couple of years ago, you never would have thought that Trevor Chalobah would have 13 minutes for Chelsea. You know, he was on loan at Ipswich, so it really summarises everything. But you know, he came back in pre-season. He had the right coach in Thomas Tuchel, who instilled that faith and trust and belief in him and the confidence, and he really showed up in pre-season. You know, he really fitted the system. He had the right attributes and characteristics that Thomas Tuchel needed. He's perfect in terms of squad depth and squad balance, and when we've needed him, he's delivered. You know, he's scoring goals. He's scored a couple goals so far this season against Crystal Palace and Southampton. Defensively, he's been solid. The acceleration, the positioning, the heading ability, the tackles, the duels that he's won as well. So tremendous displays from Trevor Chalobah himself, and a lot of credit has to go to him, and of course Thomas Tuchel for instilling that belief and trusting the loan army rather than going out and signing, you know, a squad depth player like Antonio Conte done in the past. So a lot of credit has to go to Tuchel himself, but also to Trevor Chalobah. But that is me wrapping up my thoughts and opinions. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.